08 and like our Facebook pages to stay informed.
Welcome back to Hamilton Fieldhouse on the campus of the University of Central Oklahoma as the 2025 OBCA All-Star Weekend continues with our third All-Star game of the afternoon. The small schools take center stage here as Class A takes on Class B. Tom Nelson and Adam Dieselhorst with you on this one. This should be a fun one as the best players in the state, the best seniors in the state in Class A and B are represented here tonight.
Well, it looks like we're seeing something a little bit different. We have a full court pressure being applied by Class A.
Well, it's like when we do the 8-man All-Star game, as that shot is missing it, 10 feet on the left wing. We see in the 8-man All-Star game coming up in a couple of weeks that it's probably the hardest playing All-Star game you're ever going to see. You got a feeling these kids have the same attitude. These smaller schools in Oklahoma getting a chance to put on a show one more time. We'll go through the players as we got them here. We just got underway on the broadcast as soon as the opening tip. That's a basket right there by Justice Davenport from Granite. And Class B goes on top, 2-0. And Crosby Cartwright with the answer. Left side three-pointer coming up a little short for Diesel Davis from OK, but the follow is up and good. And that's Jet Huffman from Turpin. We get a chance to get a break here. We'll recap everybody who's playing in this All-Star game, but it being an All-Star game, the tempo is definitely up-tempo. That's a right-wing three-pointer missed by Kyler Thiessen from Calumet. Back the other way, here comes Diesel Davis, right side over on the wing to George Petz. Davis right side again, out to deep three-pointer from Jet Huffman. That one misses. The ball in the hands of Alan Jones, one of two number 24s we'll see today on the Class A team. Three-pointer in the corner rattled home by Jackson Whedon from Stewart. And it's a 5-4 B over A lead here.
Well, we saw Stewart in the state tournament, Tom, this year. Man, they got a lot of kids that can really shoot the ball.
Three-pointer missing that time by Crosby Cartwright. Offensive rebound and a reset. Driving the baseline right to the basket. Up and under. No good by Jet Huffman. But the follow is up and in by George Petz from Summit Christian. The Tulsa area. And a steal. Here comes Diesel Davis back the other way. Oh, nice bounce pass for the easy layup for Jet Huffman. And Huffman has 4 early on, 8-5, Class A over B.
You know, Tom, I told Todd in the 2 games before this, these teams, they play well together. It's surprising, you know, when you get an all-star game together. Normally they're a little bit rusty, but all the games they've played well as a team.
About an hour-long shoot-around as Baylor Crosby from Eric knocks down the triple. And we're tied at 8.
Diesel.
And there's Diesel Davis.
We've covered him at the TOC over the years. He's an electric player. I love watching that kid play.
His first basket of the ball game. Drive and dish, left side. The baseline of the cup, up and in. That's Justice Davenport. His second field goal, he has 4. They are going back and forth.
Yes, they are.
Short arm the layup by Jet Huffman. 6.5 to play in the first quarter. Alan Jones from Frontier dishes off in the right corner to Kyler Thiessen, who misses the 3. The rebound corralled by Crosby Cartwright from Texoma. I was hoping we have a chance to set the rosters before the 5-minute mark when they switch them up on us, but I don't think we're going to get a stoppage in play. Left side, Baylor Crosby has it. Nearly poked away. Bounce pass on the baseline to Justice Davenport, who leaves it underneath for Alan Jones, who misses. Outlet pass, Crosby Cartwright. Cartwright to the basket, finger roll up and in. Crosby Cartwright makes it 12-10, Class A. On the other end, the layup for Justice Davenport, who has 6 early on. Justice Davenport from Granite. His coach is called bomb off. Davis right elbow. Off on the right wing to Hunter Muggenborg. Muggenborg from Okarche that won his last 2 state championships in Class A, and he'll be fouled and go to the free throw line after making the basket. So it gives me a chance to talk about some of these players. First of all, Hunter Muggenborg from Okarche, averaging 14 points, 6 assists, and 4 steals per ball game his senior year, scored almost 1,300 career points. And Okarche with back-to-back state championships went 32-0 last year. It's 15-12, A by 3.
And we got to see a lot of him, Tom. Obviously, them being a network school and covering a lot of their games and playoff games. He has been a lot of fun to watch. Really dynamic player.
Ball out of bounds. Will stay on that end. Class B, the home team, wearing the white uniforms. Class A, the road team, in the dark jerseys. Each team, kids are wearing their own jerseys. That's why you see the multitude of colors out there.
Which I like it.
I do too. As long as I can keep track of the duplicate numbers, which I think I can because the color schemes are different on the duplicate numbers, so I should be okay. Long outlet pass is stolen away by Baylor Crosby, who on my roster is 1R, meaning 1 red. There's also a 1G we'll see in Taryn Brown coming up in a couple of pretty quick here. Crosby, Cartwright all the way to the basket. And he'll score.
Line
and
change.
They'll stop play. We'll have a line change like the Stanley Cup's going on right now. It's just like hockey. Bring in 5 more players. 17-12. Class A leads Class B, 4.5 to play in the first quarter here at UCO. That is all the way to the cup. Is that Davenport staying in the game, or is that a second 3-point?
That's from Boswell. I believe that may be the one that I texted you.
We added him.
Yep. We did add him.
Let me check here. Yeah, Taryn Brown. Okay. Oh, they had him wearing number 1. He's actually wearing number 3. Okay, well. And back on the other end, Colton Dillingham. Had a chance to see him play quite a bit for Drummond. Makes it 19-13. Do you know who made that one of 2 at the free throw line a moment ago when I was trying to figure out my roster down here on this end?
It was, I did not. I'm sorry, Tom.
That's all right. It's an all-star game. We'll say that a lot this afternoon. It's an all-star game. There's Colton Steinert from Garber, former Wolverine, top of the key 3 for rattled home by Parker Bearden from Caddo. Good to see him out there. He injured his knee in the area tournament. That finished his season. Nice to see him back out there. And that's Taryn Brown knocking down the triple.
Mallory helped us. It was number 10 from Sentinel who made the free throw.
Brady Wooten went 1 of 2 from the line. That's what I need to know.
Keep these Fairview kids around because they're smart.
Exactly right. Little 12-footer from the left side is buried by Jackson Beck from Canute. It's funny, I do all this homework for this game, and then you realize when you get into an all-star game like this, you don't have time to talk about any of it. 24-16, Class A with the early lead, 2:50 to play in the first quarter. Driving is Brady Wooten from Seminole, loses the basketball. In transition, ahead to Parker Bearden, who saved it on the baseline, but right into the hands of C.J. Bernard from Varnum. And the Whippet buries the 3. C.J. Bernard. Or as I call him, 24G, because he's one of the 2 24s. And there's a 3-pointer left side over 24G, which is buried by 24, Parker Bearden. He's got a couple of triples. He has 6 points, 27-19, Class A after the quick start here. Bearden with 6 to lead the way. Crosby Cartwright with 6 to lead the way for the Class A squad. And Justice Davenport has 6 for the Class B All-Stars. All the way to the basket. goes C.J. Bernard, and he's fouled and will go to the free throw line. C.J. Bernard from Varnum. They went 24-4, went to the area tournament this year. His coach is John Hadley, made it to the state tournament last year, his junior year, and he's going to play basketball at the next level at Eastern Oklahoma State College in Wilburton. So I might have a chance to see him. Might have a chance to see him in the when they play NOC Enid. I'm the PA guy for NOC Enid, so I'd like to see some of these kids come through town once in a while. Bernard makes the first of two. He's got 4 early points. And make it 5. 27-21 as we tick down to 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. Tom Nelson, Adam Dieselhorst with you from UCO. There's a steal. Take it back. It's a Taryn Brown. Ahead right side. Brown for 3. Rattles out, but the follow up and in by Brady Wooten. His first field goal. He's got 3 points. 27-23 is Class B trying to crawl back into it. They're cutting into the lead. Pull up. 15-foot from the free throw line is no good by Jackson Beck, and the rebound cleared by Maddox Morris from Vicey. First time I had a chance to mention his name. C.J. Bernard out high. Step back three-pointer, top of the key. Airballed it out of bounds. Class B All-Stars, Taryn Brown from Boswell, Baylor Crosby from Eric, Kyler Thiessen from Calumet, Justice Davenport from Granite, Jalen Melton from Braggs, Jackson Whedon from Stewart, Brady Wooten from Sentinel, Maddox Morris from Vicey. Kaysen Stovall is from Batiste, is not playing today, but C.J. Bernard from Varnum and then Alan Jones from Frontier, your Class B All-Stars. They're trailing by 4 to the basket. Ooh, nice block. That block by Ethan Brummett from Central. Final 45 seconds of the first quarter. Class A with the basketball and a 4-point lead. Down the lane, off the window and in. There's an and one coming up as Colton Steiner from Garber with the basket and the free throw coming. Foul is on Maddox Morris. Colton Steiner from Garber, coached by Cade Upshaw. He's going to play at MACU at the next level. Mid-America Christian. Free throw up and in. Steinert has 3. 30-23, the lead back to 7. 30 seconds to play in the quarter. Three-pointer top side by Taryn Brown is good. He was a late addition to the team after Kaysen Stovall pulled out, and he's knocked down a couple of triples here. Keeping Class B close there, 30-26, final 15 seconds. Three-pointer left side by Colton Dillingham's no good. In transition, back the other way, Maddox Morris coast to coast, and he's fouled, and Class B has a chance to get even closer here with 3.4 seconds to play in the quarter. Got to say, haven't had the headsets on for Squirtle since January, and it feels good to be back and doing this again. I will tell you what. Oh, that's going offensive. That foul went offensive. And Class A gets it back. So Morris picked up a couple of fouls. Final play of the first quarter, deep three-pointer is no good by Colton Steinert, and we have arrived at the end of the first quarter. Class A 30, Class B 26. It's the All-Star Weekend at the Oklahoma Basketball Coaches Association, and you're watching it on Squirtle.
Stream like the pros with Squirtle Live. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
Summer job, babysitting money, graduation gifts. Sounds like it's time to open a free student checking account with Communication Federal Credit Union. It's made for teens and tweens. Open your new account and get a free Visa debit card for secure shopping power online or in stores. Plus, mom and dad can transfer money in and manage it all from the app. Go to comfedcu.org for details. Communication Federal Credit Union.
For more than a century, you have made St. Mary's your healthcare choice. It might be our dedication, compassion, and skill, or the personalized patient experience. Perhaps it is our award-winning, high-quality care. Whatever your reason, you trust St. Mary's will offer advanced technology and
We are back with you at UCO. It is The Oklahoma Basketball Coaches Association All-Star Weekend, Class B and Class A wraps it up. And 30-26, Class A leads Class B. Short corner jumper right side is down.
Hey.
That's Kyler Thiessen, one of your guys from Calumet, as we're joined by Jacob Mayfield, the head coach of Calumet. That's good timing right there.
Hey, Kyler Thiessen.
It is Thiessen.
It's just Thiessen, yes, sir.
That's another good reason why you're sitting here.
That's right. That's right.
Hunter Muggenberg will go to the free throw line as he is fouled, and he's 1 for 1 at the stripe tonight.
Man,
has 3 points.
Man, I am sure happy that Hunter Muggenberg is graduating Okarche.
They've had quite a run, haven't they? The free throw, you're just down the road from them.
Yes, sir. So we beat them 2 years ago, and they won state, and then they beat us this year, and we was able to still win it. So maybe the loser of that game has got an advantage moving forward.
Second free throw off the back iron, no good. 31-28, first 30 seconds of the second quarter. Driving and dishing, three-pointer in the right corner is missing by Thiessen. And hurrying down the floor, Diesel Davis. Pull-up free throw line, lobbing underneath to the big man from Summit Christian. George Petz, the fourth, has his second field goal. He has 4 points. It's 33-28. But let's talk about your run. You did win state this year, beating Wilson in the championship game after losing to them. Hang on.
Baylor Crosby for 2.
There you go. That's
from my alma mater, Eric.
Out there in the extreme western part of the state. Turnaround 14-footer, missing by Jet Huffman from Turpin. In transition, Justice Davenport looks ahead. The ball out of bounds, though, as Baylor Crosby could not reel it in. Had to be a great feeling for you with the run you had this year to after losing to Wilson in 24, coming back and beating them for the state championship in 25.
Yeah, we graduated a couple of really good players that played in this game, and then we had a couple transfer to El Reno, and they actually gained a kid and brought back their entire team, and we was able to really work hard all year in the weight room so we could match their physicality, and played a great game to beat them.
That really had to be a satisfying finish to your season after what you just said, the challenges you had going into it.
Yeah, we were undefeated the year before, and matter of fact, coming off back-to-back runner-up finishes, and we were undefeated going into that game, and they really took it to us. And like I said, I think they just played tougher than we did, and we was able to turn the table on them per se, and played really well to win that game. It was definitely gratifying. Having a son that was on the team, did that. Man, I've seen that a lot. Hunter Muggenberg wore us out this year when we played them.
He's got 7 so far in the ball game, 3 on the right wing missing by Justice Davenport. They'll track down the rebound. And in the right corner is Baylor Crosby. He'll pull up for 3, missing short. Offensive rebound for Davenport. Ball poked away. Here comes Hunter Muggenberg back the other way, and he's got a younger brother, Jet, who's still there. So not quite done with him yet.
I'm going to be honest and say that's a cousin.
Oh, it's a cousin. Okay.
Yeah, Jet and Hunter are cousins. They both have little brothers that go to school in the junior high there.
There you go. So there are going to be a few Muggenbergs around there for a while.
Yeah.
Back the other way, Jet Huffman lobbing underneath and trying to find Crosby Cartwright. Turpin and Tex Home out there in the panhandle trying to hook up, but coming up empty. Three-pointer right side is no good by Jackson Whedon. Offensive rebound. Follow won't go, and Alan Jones from Frontier will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Final game at the Big House this year, and I didn't have a chance to get down there this year. I had some health issues, but will you miss the Big House?
Man, I'm excited to see what the future holds in the new arena for sure. It looks like they're actually going to have less seats in the new arena.
Yeah, about 4,000 less seats. Yeah.
But it should be maybe that just means everything will be sold out. I know in the small schools they're going to show out. They'll definitely have enough people there to pack that place out. So it'll be exciting to see how loud that place is, and just something new. But definitely, the atmosphere of the Big House and having your fans right on top of you, or the opposing fans right on top of you, whichever side that it may end up. But pretty exciting.
Big man knocks down the triple. George Petz, 6'6", 255. Drilling the 3, the pride of Summit Christian. On the other end, a reverse layup is no good by Justice Davenport. He's fouled. We'll go to the free throw line. One thing you're learning in an all-star game, all I'm doing is trying to keep track of total points. I gave up on trying to keep a line score and fouls. It's just
not a lot of defense being played.
Not a whole lot of defense. It's basically what you call June basketballs. The free throw's up and good for Davenport. He's got 9 points. He's the leading scorer in the ball game so far. He'll look for 10, and he gets it.
I think Justice finished his career with over 2,000 points there at Granite.
Matter of fact, 2,267 as a matter of fact.
Yep.
2,267 career points for Justice Davenport. Quite a few 2,000-point scores in this game, as a matter of fact. We'll get to that if we have time. I'll be honest with you. It's hard to catch up with all the information. Jackson Whedon inside has the ball nearly stripped away, keeps track of it. Shot is no good. Good defense right there by Diesel Davis. And Diesel Davis still fighting Jackson Whedon. He'll pull up from 15 and knock down the jumper. Jackson Whedon has 5. 41-36, and now a steal. Class B can get a little bit closer here. Nice no-look pass, reverse layup, no good by Baylor Crosby. And look at the big man put the ball on the floor. Off the window, and the follow-up and in. How about that?
That's a nice play
by Crosby Cartwright. That's what you expect to see in an all-star game right there.
That's right.
We're joined by Jacob Mayfield, the head coach of Calumet. State champions in Class B this year. Baseball pass by Crosby Cartwright thrown away. Let's talk about your representative in this ball game for just a second, Kyler Thiessen, and what he means to you and what he means to your program.
Well, Kyler Thiessen moved over when he was a sophomore. His dad's our baseball coach. He's two-sport all-stater at Calumet, our second one. It's our second year in a row to have something like that. Kyler's a great player for us. He was a great spot shooter for our team. And, I was talking about this just at lunch today with my son, is Kyler did not get bullied. He a bit lack of size. He never got bullied in any game we played. So his toughness hopefully will filter through our program moving forward.
Is he going to play in the game? I have him down as is he going to play in the game in Eden tomorrow?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, that's what I was wondering because I had him he's on the roster, but I didn't know if he's going to play or not.
Nope. He said he got to be there at noon, and the game starts at 2:30. He just told me that earlier today.
What a weekend for him to get a chance to play in the basketball all-state game and the baseball all-state game. That's crazy.
Our baseball, he's been really successful on our baseball team. He's a great pitcher. He's going to Cali County to play baseball. They're on a 4-streak runner-up.
Yeah.
There in baseball, so they have a lot of success. And happy to have him, like I said, in our program. He has 2 little brothers that are going to continue his legacy there at Calumet. One's going to be a senior, and another's going to be a sophomore.
Jalen Melton at the free throw line knocks down the first of 2. He's from Braggs. They got to state the last couple of years, losing in the first round. His head coach is Scott Hensley, 1 of 2 at the line. He'll grab his own rebound. 3-pointer on the right wing is up and good for Alan Jones from Frontier. His first field goal of the ball game. 45-40, Class A by 5. 3 to answer, yes, by Parker Bearden, who has 3 triples, 9 points in the ball game. 4.5 to play in the first quarter. I used to call pro basketball games at one point, and this is very reminiscent. Up and down. Here we go. In transition, Colton Steiner. Ball poked away from behind, and a run out ahead to Melton for the layup. Jalen Melton's first free throw. He's got our first field goal. He's got 3 points to go with a 1 for 2 at the free throw line. 4 minutes to play in the first half. Dillingham pulls up for a long 2. Rebound is tapped over to Brady Wooten from Sentinel. Wooten shovels up on the right wing to Justice Davenport. Davenport spinning, step back, 15-footer off the left side of the rim, and the rebound is cleared out of there by Parker Bearden from Caddo. The head to Dillingham for the layup. Colton Dillingham has 4 points, his first field goal. 50-42, Class A up by 8 now with 3.5 to play. To the basket, C.J. Bernard had that ball stripped away. Then Bernard the last to touch before it went out of bounds. When you're coaching a game like this, what do you tell the kids? This kind of a ball game.
Just have fun. Shoot it when you're open. Shoot it before you turn it over.
And they probably had about an hour-long shoot-around this morning?
Yeah, I think they had about a 15-minute, almost like shoot around, and then they scrimmaged, A and B scrimmaged today for about the last 30 or 40 minutes.
3-pointer left wing.
It's a shame, like, these games are so late in the year. Like, baseball kind of has it figured out. They're going to play, pretty soon after their season's over, so they're still kind of baseball conditioning. Their arms are still conditioned. These basketball guys, a lot of these guys probably hadn't touched the basketball in a while.
Dillingham all the way to the basket, up and in. He's got the last 4 for the A's. 52-42, 10-point lead, I believe, is the biggest lead of the ball game for Class A with 2:40 to play in the first half. Spinning right side of the basket, layup up and in. Good answer for Brady Wooten, who's got 5. Yeah, you guys have made 3 straight trips to the state championship game and got that win last here a couple of months ago.
Yeah, Connor was our only senior on the roster this year, so hopefully we can stay there a few more years. We have really good classes, below, and a lot of guys that sure to hopefully try to fill his role. We're pretty excited about the future of Calumet for sure.
Is it? I mean, you guys have been pretty darn good for a long time there. Do you ever have to? When's the last time you had to rebuild? Has it always been a reload situation since you've been there?
We had a year. This is my 9th year completed there, and we've been to the state finals 5 times. We've had our worst season maybe is a 22-7 season, and we wasn't as deep. We've been really fortunate to have a lot of players, and a lot of the coaches would say this too: is when you got 9 or 10, 11 guys that can play on your team, your practices are very competitive. And so the one year we didn't have really a very, very deep practice squad, and it made a big difference. And since then we've been able to, like I said, play so many guys that it really makes a difference in practice. Coach Snowden, always assistant I had there a few years ago, really talked a lot about iron sharpens iron, and we kind of stayed with that motto. So anytime you can have competitive practice, it really helps your gameplay.
I'll tell you what, it's got to take good coaching to be in a situation where, as Colton Dillingham finishes, you're in a situation where you're in a small town, small number of kids, and I talk about Coach Llewellyn at Lomega a lot. I'm good friends with him. I mean, taking these kids that you don't have much, the kids you got, and putting himself in a position to win like this, how does that happen?
Well, like we actually coach, Llewellyn probably the same. I know he's given up lately, but the younger classes, I coach 3rd through 12th.
Yeah.
And we play 15, 3rd and 4th grade games and stuff. We try to get a system going, and our junior high guys run the same system as our high school. And there's a lot of places that do that, but especially when you're winning and things are going good, young kids like watching that, and they kind of just fall in line, and the toughness stays, and it's been a really awesome part to be a part of the situation we have going now.
I went to Lomega's all sports banquet a few years ago, and he gets up there and says, yes, our 4th and 5th graders went 18-0, and our 6th graders went 17-2, and our junior high girls went, well, they weren't very good. They went 20-5,
Right, yeah.
It's just that great tradition. And I'm sure it's the same way as Ethan Brummett scores. It's the same thing just down the road in Calumet. Final 20 seconds of the first half, 56-49 Class A. Left side, Melton to the baseline. Skips it out high to Allen Jones. 8 seconds to play in the first half. Jones pulls up left elbow into the corner. Brady Wooten for 3, and he knocks it down. That's going to make this very interesting going into halftime. Wooten has 8, 56-52, and it is halftime at the OBCA All-Star Saturday afternoon, Class A versus Class B, and our final game of the day. And we thank Jacob Mayfield from Calumet coming by. Thank you so much for killing off the second quarter. Congratulations. And keep enjoying it here. You got all summer to be state champions, then try to do it again next year.
That's right. Thank you.
You betcha. We'll take a break and be right back. Halftime show from Hamilton Fieldhouse at UCO, Class A by 4. We're back after this on Squirtle.
Are you looking for a local, reliable propane provider? Earnhardt Oil and Propane has been serving customers throughout Oklahoma since 1971. Let them tailor a pricing option to fit your budget. Avoid winter price spikes with easy pay, steady, predictable monthly payments you can count on. Need more fuel options? They also offer bulk fuel delivery, DEF, lubricants, and supplies for your business, all at competitive prices. For reliability 3 generations strong, call Earnhardt Oil and Propane at 866-270-1279 or visit www.earnhardtpropane.com.
Anger, anxiety, worry, and disbelief. These are normal emotions to feel with an unplanned pregnancy. You have options, and you are not alone. Hope Pregnancy Center in Alva is a safe, confidential, and compassionate place to land. Hope offers free pregnancy testing and ultrasound, and you will be provided education for all your options. Remember, you aren't alone. We can help with hope. Visit thinkimpregnant.org. That's thinkimpregnant.org.
Looking to jumpstart your career affordably? Tri-County Tech is the place. Our award-winning school, powered by OK Career Tech, offers top-notch instructors and job placement support to help you secure your dream job. Join the workforce sooner with our programs, especially in high-demand fields like construction and healthcare. We provide quick and easy in-house financial assistance for most programs. With our new flexible year-round schedule for working adults, you can achieve your goals at your own pace. Classes start soon, so visit tricountytech.edu/adult and start your journey today.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
In our business and at our firm, it's all about preparation, preparation, preparation. We are advocates for our client. We speak for them. So as a part of that advocacy, it involves hiring the best experts. It's doing the legal research. It's doing the medical research. That is advocacy behind the scenes. It's not just the bells and whistles in front of the jury.
Day in and day out, you're committed. Every practice, every training, every game, every meet, you put in the work. Your family, but you do. You have a story to tell, a personal brand, a career to launch, and an audience to connect with. Take control of your story with Athleon.co. You're doing the work. You deserve to benefit from it.
Farming today isn't just about hard work. It's about making smart choices. That's where Correction Line Ag and BW Fusion step in. We're redefining crop nutrition with cutting-edge biology that delivers real results. Stop relying on outdated methods. It's time for a fresh approach. CLA delivers data-driven solutions tailored for every growth stage, boosting your farm's ROI. Ready to get started? Call 833-CLA-SOIL or visit correctionlineag.com. Smarter farming starts here.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news! The movement experts at Physical Therapy Central can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 30 convenient locations across Oklahoma City and beyond, contact PT Central today at ptcentral.org to see a physical therapist.
It is halftime at UCO, the 2025 OBCA All-Star Weekend, our final game of the day, Class A versus Class B. In a great All-Star matchup and a great game. Class A leads Class B 56-52. Second half coming up in just a couple of minutes, but let's go back and recap the scoring in the first half. And first of all, everybody on the Class A All-Stars, let me just make sure. There's one player on Class B who didn't score, but all the Class A players scored, led by Parker Bearden with 9 points, Colton Dillingham and Crosby Cartwright with 8 points, Hunter Muggenborg with 7, George Petz also with 7 points, Jed Huffman with 6, and then let's see, Ethan Brummett has 2, Colton Steinert has 3, Diesel Davis with 4 points, and Jackson Beck with 2. Class B, led by Justice Davenport. He has 10 points. Brady Wooten and C.J. Bernard with 8 points each. Taryn Brown with 6. And then Baylor Crosby has 5, as does Jackson Whedon and Alan Jones. Kyler Thiessen with 2 points in the first half. Jalen Melton with 3 points in the first half. And Maddox Morris from Visay has yet to score in the ball game. Our head coaches for Class B, Jeff Whedon from Stewart and Jace Newton from Eric. Class A coaches Tyler Carr from Turpin and Aaron West, who's won the last 2 state championships in Class A from Okarche. And at halftime, they gave awards to the players of the year. In Class B, it was Jackson Whedon from Stewart. In Class A, Jet Mugenborg from Okarche, who is not an upper class, or he's not a senior, so he'll be playing in this event in the future. But he was here to get his award, but he's not playing in the ball game because hadn't graduated yet. You've got to be a senior, a graduating senior, or a graduated senior to play in this game. Second half, here we go, and off the top, a deep three-pointer from the logo, beyond the logo, is missing by Jed Huffman. He's wasting no time. And you heard Coach Mayfield talking about the strategy for this ball game was just get it up, shoot it before you can turn it over, basically. And that's what we saw right there. All the way to the cup, Jed Huffman from Turpin has 8 points. Playing for his head coach here, Tyler Carr from Turpin. Three-pointer left side, rattling out no good by Justice Davenport. Offensive rebound for C.J. Bernard, and he'll finish. And he's in double figures with 10 points. Diesel Davis driving, dishing right side. Open three, George Petz leaves it way short. Rebound is corralled by Taryn Brown from Boswell. Ahead to Brady Wooten. Wooten dishes, but stolen away by Diesel Davis. He saves it ahead, but thrown away. Justice Davenport comes back with it the other way. Davenport with the left hand, no good. And the rebound pulled down by big George Petz. George, 6'6", 255 pounds. Looks like a football player playing basketball. Oh, crossover, right side 12-footer short by Jed Huffman. And Huffman with the follow-up and in. He's in double figures with 10 points. 60-54, 6-point lead for Class A. Answer on the other end, no, by Justice Davenport. Here comes Diesel Davis from OK. OK 27-5 this last year. Missed the three-pointer, Davis did. State runner-up this last year. There's a steal. Three-pointer on the left wing by Mugenborg won't go, but the follow by Davis, it won't go either. Ahead to Baylor Crosby, the alley and the oop coming up short for Justice Davenport. And here comes George Petz. Petz shovels it off left side. Mugenborg for three. Yes, sir. Hunter Mugenborg with 10 points. 9-point lead for Class A, 63-54. Nice look underneath. The easy layup up and in for Baylor Crosby from Eric. He has 7 points, 63-56. Davis, turnaround, 8-footer, rattles out, no good. Class B looking to make a rally here, down 63-56. Near side to Davenport, cross court to a cutting Baylor Crosby, who misses the reverse layup. Back the other way, George Petz has it. Petz wants to go coast to coast, and no good. Gets his own rebound, misses the shot. Rebound tapped into the corner, tracked down by Justice Davenport. Davenport, baseball pass ahead, deflected but picked up by C.J. Bernard, who scores. Bernard has 12, 63-58, just under 7 to play in the third quarter. Tom Nelson and Adam Dieselhorst, glad to be with you from the Oklahoma Basketball Coaches Association All-Star Weekend as Justice Davenport scores. He's got 12, and it's 63-60. Class B as close as they've been in a while. Mugenberg drives and dish right side. Crosby out high. Three-pointer Davis. And the rebound follow-up up and in by Jed Huffman. 65-60. The lead back to 5 now. C.J. Bernard for three. Left it short. Offensive rebound. Brady Wooten couldn't get the finish, and here comes Diesel Davis again. Davis, alley-ooping, trying to find Mugenberg. Is tipped away. Stays in the hands of Class A. Shot no good. Rebound Pulled down by Justice Davenport. Ahead to Brady Wooten for the layup. Brady Wooten's in double figures with 10. 65-62, 5:50 to play in the third quarter. Petz has it. Shovels off. Top side, Huffman for 3. No good. Rebound to Wooten. Brady Wooten motoring through traffic. Hands off on the right wing to Baylor Crosby, who misses the 3. Here comes Hunter Muggenberg. Muggenberg behind the back, and he's fouled at the free throw line by C.J. Bernard. 5:26 to play, third quarter. We've got a ball game here, our final game of 3. I'd go back and recap the scores for you earlier if we have time. Muggenberg into the lane. Nice no-look bounce pass. Crosby Cartwright misses, gets his own rebound, and the stick back up and in. Cartwright's in double figures with 10. 67-62. Going to get a line change here in a moment. Justice Davenport misses the shot. Ends up in the hands of Brady Wooten, who scores. He's got 12. They'll stop play as we'll get 10 new players. That gives me a chance to tell you in our first game of the day, which was the large school game, East versus West. 4A, 5A, 6A players. It was West 106, the East 85. Second game was 2A versus 3A, and 2A won 104 to 98 over 3A, and this is our third game of the day. Under 5 to play, and all new players out there new now. 3 from Jackson Whedon's up and good. OBCA Class B Player of the Year. He's going to go to Neosho County up in Kansas. He's got 8 points in the ball game. We're tied at 67. How about that? 10-footer on the right baseline is good by Ethan Brummett. That was nice. Class A back on top by a deuce. Class B, I don't think is ever led. They might have led early on. They got a chance to lead right here as Alan Jones from Frontier is fouled, and he's scored. He'll go to the free throw line as he's fouled. He's got 7. A chance for one more at the line, so we're tied at 69. And a chance for Class B to take the lead, and they will. Alan Jones has 8 points, coached by Bob Weckstein at Frontier. Colton Steiner, nice dump underneath to fellow Garfield Countyan Colton Dillingham, who finishes, and he's fouled. That'll put Class A on top 71-70 with a free throw upcoming for Dillingham. Look for point number 11. He gets it. Two-point lead, 72-70 for Class A. 4 minutes to play in the third quarter. Alan Jones to the basket through traffic, and he'll go back to the free throw line. Alan Jones, it would have been his sophomore year, made it to the state quarterfinals, lost to eventual champion Wilson Henrietta that year. He went 25-6 this year, got beat in the area tournament. Free throw up and no good. Second one coming. Frontier High School in Red Rock, over there north of Stillwater. Colton Steiner from Garber. Hands off left side. Jackson Beck from Canute. Three-pointer top of the key by Ethan Brummett. He tickles the twines. He's got 7. 4-point lead for Class A. Kyler Thiessen from Calumet. Hands off to Alan Jones. Jones, right wing, tries to break down the defender Steiner, and off the window and in for Alan Jones. He's in double figures with 11. 75-73, Class A. 3:13 to play in the third. Top of the key 3 for Parker Bearden, no good, but the follow up and in, Colton Dillingham with the offensive rebound. He's got 13 points, 77-73. 3 by Alan Jones comes up way short. Ahead to Jackson Beck. Beck pulls up, 15-foot jumper, yes. Jackson Beck has 4. 79-73, Class A by 6. Alan Jones, just his left corner three-pointer to Thiessen, had it blocked. Fight for it. Dillingham picks it up, and then it's saved far side, but into the hands of Brady Wooten, and Wooten will miss the shot short. Rebound picked up off the bounce by Parker Bearden. Talked about this earlier. Parker Bearden injured his knee in the area tournament. He's not even wearing a brace on that knee as he misses the shot right there. Glad to see him back on the court. Ooh, underneath, Thiessen by himself with the layup. Nice no-look assist. 79-75, 2 minutes to play in the third. Final game of 3 today. It's been a great day for basketball here in Edmond. Deep three-pointer, no good by Colton Steinert. And a foul on the rebound. That will go against Colton Dillingham. Catch and shoot three. No good by Jackson Whedon. And the ball out of bounds will go back to Class A. We've had, I guess we didn't have 200 points scored in our first game, 106-85. They missed it by 9. We're on pace for over 200 in this ball game as Jackson Beck scores. It's actually Jackson Beck, and Brady Wooten scores right there. Coach Hardaway is doing the PA announcing, and he got the teams. They'll get him right this time, I bet. Jackson Beck knocks down. There we go. He knocks down the three. Got him that time. Alan Jones will go to the free throw line again. He's just drawing contact. He's been to the free throw line twice here. Actually, he shot 3 free throws. He's been to the line for an and one and then 2. And he'll go back there for 2 more. Final 55 seconds of the third quarter. They're going to give Jackson Beck actually a 2-pointer on that last one, so he has 8 points instead of 9, makes it 83-77. Alan Jones, the free throw line for 2. And he misses the front end. He'll get the second one. Second one good. 12 points for Alan Jones. 5-point game. We're going to have a very interesting fourth quarter here. Parker Bearden. Guarded by Whedon. Goes around him all the way to the basket, and Whedon blocked him from behind. Little turnaround to the lane. No good by Brummett. Here comes B. Ahead to Wooten. Wooten right side to Jackson Whedon. Long 2-pointer, no good. Rebound cleared by Parker Bearden. Brummett. Cross-court pass right side, open 3 in the corner for Colton Steinert, no good. Rebound picked up. Dillingham underneath finishes. Colton Dillingham has 15. Colton Dillingham from Drummond. 3-pointer at the buzzer from half court is no good by Jalen Melton, and we've arrived at the end of the third quarter. Class A leads Class B 85-78. We'll take a break and be right back. You're watching the OBCA All-Star Games on Squirtle.
Anger, anxiety, worry, and disbelief. These are normal emotions to feel with an unplanned pregnancy. You have options, and you are not alone. Hope Pregnancy Center in Alva is a safe, confidential, and compassionate place to land. Hope offers free pregnancy testing and ultrasound, and you will be provided education for all your options. Remember, you aren't alone. We can help with hope. Visit thinkimpregnant.org. That's thinkimpregnant.org.
Looking to jumpstart your career affordably? Tri-County Tech is the place. Our award-winning school, powered by OK Career Tech, offers top-notch instructors and job placement support to help you secure your dream job. Join the workforce sooner with our programs, especially in high-demand fields like construction and healthcare. We provide quick and easy in-house financial assistance for most programs. With our new flexible year-round schedule for working adults, you can achieve your goals at your own pace. Classes start soon, so visit tricountytech.edu/adult and start your journey today.
So glad to be back with you here at UCO. Final fourth quarter of our 3 All-Star games here today. And it's a good ball game, 85-78. Class A leads Class B. The All-Stars from the senior All-Stars from each class. Class B with the basketball right to the cup, and that's Justice Davenport. Davenport with 14 makes it a 5-point game. Davenport with almost 2,300 points in his career, finished his season with 2,267. Hunter Muggenberg will drive, draw contact, and go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Hunter Muggenberg, 6'3", averaged 14 points, 6 assists, and 4 steals a ball game. Scored 1,279 career points. If he had a big fourth quarter, he might be able to get to 1,300, although this wouldn't be official. But I tell you what, much more important to him, back-to-back state champions in 2024 and 2025, a 32-0 season this last year for Coach Aaron West. 2 free throws make it 87-80, and Muggenberg has 12 points. CJ Bernard draws contact. He'll go to the line as he's fouled by George Petz. CJ Bernard, the Varnum Whippet, coached by John Hadley. As we said earlier, he's going to Eastern to continue his career, play basketball in Wilburton. He'll be at the free throw line for 2. He makes the first. He's got 13 points. Second one coming. Goes 1 of 2 from the stripe to make it 87-81. There's a steal. Justice Davenport. I'll take it back. It's Taryn Brown. My mistake. Brown has his 8th point. There's 2 number 3s out there for the Class B All-Stars. Taryn Brown and Justice Davenport. Oh, nice. No look. By Davenport and Baylor Crosby with the finish. He's got 9. Yeah, both 3s are playing at the same time right now. So back to a 4-point game. Class B down with the basketball. Taryn Brown left side, and he's bumped and fouled. Calling it a little tighter here in the fourth quarter of a good game as Jet Huffman picks up the foul. Baseline left throw in for Jalen Melton. Little short corner jumper is good for CJ Bernard. He has 15 points. Are we tied at 87? Tie ball game. It's Crosby Cartwright who will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Cartwright from Texoma, way out there on the Panhandle with 23-10 this year. Lost to Okarche in the first round of the state tournament. He's coached by Greg Higgins. Free throw crawls in. I'm guessing that Crosby had the longest drive here today. And probably the only one who might have driven through 2 states to get here, because it's quicker to get here going through Texas than it is staying in Oklahoma. Out there way deep in the Panhandle, right there on the Texas-Oklahoma border. So it's 88-87. B for the lead, and a 3-pointer off the window by C.J. Bernard. He has scored 6 in the fourth quarter, now 90-88. And big George Petz is going to go to the free throw line for 2 as he comes up with a big smile on his face. From Summit Christian, they went 26-2 this last year, lost in the first round of the state tournament. His coach is Tim Vandrisser. makes the first free throw. Petz will look for his 9th point right here. And 2 for 2. We're tied at 90. In the half court, Davenport lobs it to Bernard for the finish. And C.J. Bernard now has 20. He's the high game scorer for both teams in this one. Top of the key, Jet Huffman lobs it right corner to Crosby Cartwright. Cartwright out high to Muggenberg. Hunter Muggenberg tries to break down Justice Davenport. Runner no good. Follow up and in by Jet Huffman. Tied at 92. .647 to play in the ball game. Whedon down the lane, left-hander up and in. Jackson Whedon in double figures with 10. Hunter Muggenberg spinning to the basket. He's fouled. We'll go to the free throw line. I think we've seen more free throws in the fourth quarter than we've seen in the first 2 games combined. So Muggenberg at the free throw line is now 5 for 7 as he misses the first. Second one coming. And he goes 1 for 2. 13 points for the Okarche Warrior, and now make it 15 after the steal. That puts Class A on top 95-94. Deep three-pointer. That misses from Davenport. Rebound is pulled down by Jet Huffman. Took it back at Crosby Cartwright to Muggenberg. Bounce pass underneath the big George Petz, and he's fouled and one coming. He's in double figures with 11. Puts Class A up on top by 3. A chance to go up by 2 possessions right here if he can make the free throw. Free throw up and good. 98-94. Still 6 minutes to play. We're going well over 200 points in this one. C.J. Bernard. Heard somebody from Coach's Row behind us. It's going up, and it did. Three-pointer right side. Crosby Cartwright with the throwdown. 13 points for Crosby Cartwright. 194. Answer off the window and in. Now C.J. Bernard with another one. He's got 22. Muggenberg for 3. They're lighting it up now. 103-96. We're going to get a new line change here in a few seconds. These guys are going to get theirs before they get out of there. Huffman ahead to Muggenberg for 3. Oh, yeah, and he's feeling it. 11 points for Hunter Muggenberg in 5 minutes. And now he'll come out of the ball game, and it's a 10-point lead for Class A as they've gone on a run. 106-96. And it was Hunter Muggenberg. He had 10 points going into the fourth quarter. He'll finish, if that's the last we've seen of him, most likely with 21. And he might have just won himself the MVP right there. Turnaround in the lane. Melton out to Whedon for 3, no good. And the rebound cleared for Parker Bearden. Class B's gone on a dry spell at the wrong time. Colton Steinert spinning against Kyler Thiessen, and he'll finish. Colton Steinert has 5. Lead is 12. Whedon pulls up, looks for a teammate. Out high to Kyler Thiessen. Thiessen deep three-pointer off the front rim, no good. Rebound to Steinert. One hands it ahead to Jackson Beck. Beck off the window, no good, but he'll go to the free throw line and shoot two. Fouled by Thiessen. And Jackson Beck will be at the line for two. Jackson Beck with 8 points from Canute. He's going to play next year at Southwestern College in Winfield, Kansas. He's the all-time leading scorer at Canute High School. He will be a mound builder up there in Winfield. They play in one of the most unique gymnasiums in college basketball. It was built like in 1915 or 1920 or something like that, Brady Wooten. And it is a home court advantage, I will tell you that. I've been in that place before. It is old and it is loud. 110-98. Deep three-pointer. Jackson Beck. He's going, let me get a few more up in high school before I go to Kansas to continue my career. Alan Jones has it. Step back, 16-footer. No good. The rebound cleared by Ethan Brummett from Central Marlowe. Jackson Beck will back it up. Colton Dillingham turn around in the lane. No good. And the rebound to Brady Wooten. Brady Wooten, left side. Thiessen for three. Rebound cleared by Beck. He wants to push ahead. Take it back. That's Parker Bearden, excuse me. Bearden, left side. Colton Steiner. Steiner to the baseline. Reverse layup. No good. Rebound Dillingham. Up and in. Crawls over the front of the rim. 17 for Colton Dillingham. 115-98. Big run for the Class A kids here in the final 8 minutes of this one. Alan Jones scores. He's got 14. 2.5 to play. Steinert out high, drives, and he's fouled by Thiessen. So free throws are coming for Colton Steinert. Former Garble Wolverine, coached by Kate Upshaw, sitting right behind me here on Coach's Alley, right behind the score table. Back in his freshman year, his Wolverines got all the way to the state championship game before they were beaten. And he'll continue his career at MacU in Oklahoma City, or actually down in Moore, I believe it is, Mid-America Christian. All the way to the cup. Alan Jones is fouled. Back to the free throw line for him. Wanted to get in a story about Ethan Brummett from Central. He represented the United States in Spain last summer in the Euro Youth Basketball Cup Tour, which is really cool. He's out there right now. He's number 0 there on the baseline. Alan Jones with the free throw makes it 106-101. Reverse layup. No good by Steinert. Follow shot up and in by Dillingham, and Colton Dillingham has 19. Chance for one more at the line. Colton Dillingham, coached by Brady Kokajon, old friend of mine. And he will go to Alva, Northwest Oklahoma State University. He'll participate in both basketball and track. Great athlete. Missed the free throw. Rebound to Jackson Whedon. His pass stolen away. Brummett, outlet. Ahead to Jackson Beck. Beck ball poked away. Will stay on that end. Under 2 to play in this one. It's been a fun one. Class A has pulled away late. They're asking me for my player of the game vote. I'd got to say it's got to be Hunter Muggenberg, because he was the one during the run to win this thing that he's kind of put this one away. 21 points to lead the way, although C.J. Bernard for the Class B squad with 22 has been outstanding as well. But ahead Jackson Beck for the layup, up and good. 15 for Jackson Beck from Canute. 120 to 101. Three-pointer is up and in for Brady Wooten. He's got 19. Yeah, if I had to pick an MVP, I'd probably go with Hunter Muggenberg just because he led the Class A squad in scoring with 21, but he was the man who just, when they pulled away in the fourth quarter, it was him getting it done. Whedon, deep three-pointer. Final minute. It's been a fun day here in Edmond. I love getting the headset back on. Three-pointer, left side three-pointer by Colton Steinert. He's got 9. Jalen Melton, no-look pass inside, and the layup up and good for Brady Wooten. He's got 21 now. Final 35 seconds. Ooh, that's probably could have been over and back, but it's an all-star game. Turnaround, 17-footer crawling out. No good, but the tip shot won't go either. Final 20 seconds. The ball in the hands of Jalen Melton. Right side three-pointer, Allen Jones, short. Rebound, Jackson Beck. Jackson Beck bounce pass ahead. The layup up and good for Parker Bearden, who's in double figures with 11. Final 3 seconds. Who's getting the last shot? Jalen Melton for 3 at the buzzer. No good. And our final score is 125 to 106. And this was a closer game than that most of the way. We were tied 92. We were tied at 92, and then it was the A squad that put on a run, and they ended up winning by 19, 125 to 106. It was 56-52. Class A led at the half. And let's go ahead and run through the scoring in this. We'll just take it from the top on the score sheet. First of all, for Class B, Taryn Brown from Boswell had 8 points. Baylor Crosby from Eric had 9. Kyler Thiessen from Calumet with 4. Justice Davenport had 14. Jalen Melton, Davenport from Granite. Jalen Melton from Braggs with 3 points. Jackson Whedon from Stewart, the Class B Player of the Year, had 10 points. Brady Wooten from Sentinel with 21. Maddox Morris played in the ball game and didn't score. He's from Visay. He's going to be playing at Eastern and Wilburton next year, 6'7", 186. He has good size, and look forward to seeing good things from him at the next level. C.J. Bernard from Varnum, who's going to Eastern as well, had 22. He led the way for the Class B All-Stars in a losing effort. And Allen Jones from Frontier had 16 in the ball game. For the Class A All-Stars, Ethan Brummett from Central had 7. Jet Huffman from Turpin with 14 points. Colton Steinert from Garber had 9. Crosby Cartwright from Texoma with 13. Colton Dillingham from Drummond with 19 points. Diesel Davis from OK had 4. Hunter Muggenberg, 21 from Okarche to lead the way for the Eastern squad. Then Parker Bearden from Caddo had 11. Jackson Beck from Canute with 15. And George Petz, the 4th from Summit Christian, with 12 points. The MVP, Hunter Muggenberg from Okarche. So back-to-back state champions, and now in his final high school game, he is the MVP. He scored 14, I take it back. He had 14 points in the second half. He had 11 points in the fourth quarter. That would have been the first 5 minutes of the fourth quarter before he sat down. So he scored 11 points in 5 minutes during that run where the Class A All-Stars pulled away from the Class B All-Stars. Been a great day of basketball here in Edmond. And let's go back and recap. Our first game of the day, the 4, 5, and 6A All-Stars. The West team beat the East team 106-85. Class 2A versus 3A. It was 2A, the smaller schools, taking the win. Smaller school kids over the 3A schools, 104-98. Then our final score, the Class A All-Stars beat the Class B All-Stars 125-106.
We'll see them tomorrow.
Yeah, we're going to do it tomorrow. We got baseball all-states tomorrow. We had 3 ball games coming for you beginning at noon, right? Noon for the first game. There'll be 3 ball games, and I'll be talking to you the last game tomorrow afternoon from Dave Allen Memorial Ballpark in Enid. Thank the entire Scortal crew. Todd Miller, who was here before me, and then, of course, Adam Dieselhorst and everybody who's joined us in the broadcast. And, of course, I tell you what, we can't do it without the Squirtle crew taking the pictures and getting us on the air and all that. Once again, final score of our final game. Class A beats Class B 125-106. I'm Tom Nelson. Until I talk to you again tomorrow and Enid from the Baseball All-Star Sunday. Have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.